Our step 11 is about charting your competitive position. You should make a competitive position chart, which is a two-dimensional graph that plots the customer's top two priorities on either axis. You should put yourself and your competition on the map and make sure your competitive position makes use of your core. If not, you might need to make a different market opportunity.
The part that really stood out in this chapter was a part about the reality is that customers usually make purchasing decisions on a comparative basis, which is something that we can easily agree with. Personally, I always compare and research on things before I buy something to make sure I'm getting the best deal for its price. I cannot even buy something on Amazon without looking through several different options. I really liked how the book chooses to state the line about the reality after saying that people should focus on making something new for customers rather than making something better. This added a lot more value to the statement about comparison.
In terms of our project, our app allows customers to compare prices with uh, professionals in their local area. And this is not a necessarily new idea, but we thought to add something new, we are adding something synonymous with bidding wars with professionals.
Another part of this chapter was challenging the status quo. So, for our customers, the current status quo is finding customers by word of mouth. And as this is a majority of what people do nowadays, we must challenge that in a way that's both compelling and effective. As the chapter mentioned, there can be competitors that are doing something similar to us, like Matt just said, but we have to focus fully on what we're doing differently and what the customers themselves need. In our case, this is getting quotes online and being able to compare landscapers effectively.
So we created a competitive positioning chart, and this is what it looks like. So our priority one is the ability to compare landscapers, and our second priority is getting quotes. So we rank these based off of how hard it is to compare landscapers to how easy. Um, and for quotes, same thing, easy to hard. Word of mouth. It is hard to get a lot of quotes because you can only get as many quotes as how many people you ask. There's a lot of effort involved going through and talking to people to get those names and numbers. And you only get to talk to those few people. With Facebook Marketplace, it's a little bit easier to compare landscapers because you can see more of them. But getting quotes, you still have to go through all the effort of calling up the people and trying to get quotes. Angie's List, they have a better ability to be able to compare the landscapers, but still getting quotes is harder because you still have to call up those landscapers to make sure they fit your budget and what you want. Mow Me, on the other hand, is very easy to compare landscapers, and it also is very easy to get quotes. It allows both accesses to be at the highest degree that it can be, and yeah.